I'll never forget the night that broke me. It was April of 2021, a Saturday evening in Columbus, Ohio. I was 26 years old, standing outside of a bar with a couple of my coworkers. The air was cool, the neon signs buzzing, and I was trying to gather the courage to talk to a girl I had been secretly crushing on for months. Her name was Rachel Bright Smile, smart, funny, the kind of girl who made everyone feel comfortable. I was laughing nervously, trying to blend in, when one of my so-called friends thought it would be hilarious to joke about me in front of her. He said, "Man, you're like a whale trying to flirt with a dolphin. Don't even try it." Everyone laughed. Even she laughed. I froze. My chest burned, my throat tightened, and for the first time I realized I wasn't just the big guy. I was a walking joke. That's what they saw. Not me. Not my personality. Not my heart. Just my size. That night, when I got home, I sat in the dark for hours, staring at the reflection of my 366-pound body in the mirror. My shirt clung to my stomach. My face looked swollen, and I could barely recognize myself. My heart was pounding, not just from shame, but from fear. And in that moment, I whispered to myself, if I can control my mind, truly control it, then my weight loss is only a matter of time. My name is Michael Carter. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, born in 1995, raised in a middle-class family. My dad worked construction, my mom was a nurse, and we weren't poor, but food was love in our house. Big breakfasts, takeout dinners, desserts after almost every meal. By the time I was 12, I was already bigger than most kids in my class. By 16, I was pushing 250 pounds. I remember avoiding the pool, making excuses not to go to school dances, and secretly eating bags of chips late at night because food was the only thing that didn't judge me. In college, it got worse. Fast food every night, soda like water, no exercise. I avoided mirrors. I avoided scales. I avoided reality. At 26, I was 366 pounds. My doctor had already told me my blood pressure was dangerously high, my cholesterol was out of control, and my A1C was showing I was on the edge of diabetes. But I ignored it. Until that night at the bar. Until Rachel laughed. Until the word whale cut me deeper than any insult ever had. That night, after everyone else was asleep, I grabbed my phone and scrolled through my camera roll. I saw pictures of myself, old birthday parties, random group photos, and I barely recognized the guy staring back. My face looked puffy, my arms like tree trunks, my belly stretching every shirt I owned. I thought about my dad. He'd had a heart attack at 49. I thought about my mom, who worried constantly about my health but didn't want to nag me. And I thought about Rachel's laugh, not cruel, not intentional, but honest. She couldn't even imagine me as anything but a joke. My chest hurt, not just emotionally, but physically. Sharp pains, shortness of breath. I climbed one flight of stairs that night to my apartment and had to sit down, drenched in sweat, gasping, and I realized something terrifying. If I didn't change, I wasn't going to see 40. So I made a decision. Not a half-hearted New Year's resolution, not a maybe someday. A real decision. I wrote it down in a notebook that night. April 17th, 2021, 366 pounds. Goal, 220 pounds. No excuses, no quitting. This is the last time I start over. I didn't tell anyone, not my parents, not my friends. This was mine, my fight, my redemption. The first week was hell. I downloaded a calorie tracking app and set my target at 2,000 calories a day. Before, I was easily eating 4,000 to 5,000 without even thinking. Cutting that in half was torture. My body screamed for pizza, fries, soda. I drank water until I felt sick just to quiet the hunger. I started walking, just walking. The first day I went to the park and tried to do a mile. I barely made it. My lower back hurt, my knees ached, sweat soaked through my shirt, and people stared. At least, I felt like they did. I bought a cheap scale from Walmart and stepped on it every morning. Day 1, 366. Day 7, 361. I lost 5 pounds that first week. It wasn't much, but seeing the number drop lit a spark in me. I joined a Planet Fitness near my apartment. I was terrified walking in. Everyone looked fit, confident, like they belonged. I wore baggy clothes, kept my head down, and stuck to the treadmill in the corner. 10 minutes felt like an hour. My face turned red, sweat pouring down. But I kept going. The cravings never stopped. Every night I'd lie in bed, stomach growling, thinking about cheeseburgers. But I forced myself to keep a food journal. Every calorie, every bite. My breakfast, 2 boiled eggs, black coffee. Lunch, grilled chicken salad. Dinner, turkey and vegetables. No soda, no chips, no excuses. And slowly my body started to change. By the end of the first month, I was down 18 pounds. Month 3 was when things shifted. One morning, I woke up and realized I wasn't dreading the gym. I actually wanted to go. My walks turned into jogs. Jogging turned into running. The first time I ran a full mile without stopping, I sat in my car afterward and cried. Me. The guy who couldn't climb stairs had just run a mile. My clothes started fitting differently. Pants that once dug into my stomach now slipped down without a belt. I went from a size 4XL shirt to a 2XL. I hadn't worn a 2XL since high school. The compliments started trickling in. My mom noticed first. "Michael, your face looks different. You look healthier." Then co-workers, then even strangers at the gym. Every compliment felt like fuel. But the real breakthrough wasn't physical, it was mental. I realized this wasn't about losing weight. It was about taking control. Every morning, I woke up, drank a glass of water, did my stretch routine, and wrote one line in my notebook. Control the day, or the day controls you. And for the first time in my life, I believed it. By Christmas 2021, 8 months in, I had lost 92 pounds. I was down to 274. I went to a family gathering and my relatives couldn't believe it. My uncle pulled me aside and said, "I almost didn't recognize you." I smiled, but inside, I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Pride. By summer 2022, I hit my biggest milestone yet, 226 pounds. I had lost 140 pounds in just over a year. My doctor, who once warned me I was heading toward diabetes, now looked at my blood work and said, "Michael, you're in the healthy range. You've literally added decades to your life." I cried in the car after that appointment. I bought new clothes for the first time in years, fitted jeans, medium shirts. I took a picture in the mirror and sent it to my mom. She called me sobbing, telling me she hadn't seen me this happy since I was a kid. And the girl from the bar, Rachel, she saw me months later at a coffee shop. She did a double take, walked over and said, "Wow, you look incredible." I smiled politely, but inside, I had already moved on. I wasn't chasing her approval anymore. I was chasing me. Looking back now, I don't hate the guy I used to be. I understand him. He was hurting. He was lonely. He used food as comfort because he didn't know another way. But I also know this. Every pound I carried taught me something. Patience, discipline, the power of consistency. Weight loss isn't magic. It's not quick. It's not easy. It's daily choices, stacked one on top of the other, until they turn into habits. I learned that motivation fades, but discipline carries you. I wrote down my entire routine, every workout, every meal, every mindset shift, because I never wanted to forget the journey. Today, I'm 28 years old, 225 pounds, healthy, and stronger than I've ever been. I hike trails with my friends. I play basketball with my cousins without gasping for air. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and actually recognize the man staring back. If you're listening to this right now, maybe you're where I was stuck, ashamed, feeling like change is impossible. I want you to know something. It isn't. Change is slow. It's painful. It will test you. But it's worth every tear, every craving, every step. Because one day, you'll stand on the other side like me and realize you didn't just lose weight, you gained your life back. So take it from a guy who was once called a walking joke. Don't let the laughter of others define you. Let it fuel you. Let it push you toward the life you deserve. And remember this, if I can do it, you can do it. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more true transformation stories. And if you're serious about transforming your health, remember lasting change starts with mastering your mind, eating smart, moving daily, and using the right proven supplements. Our website, weightlossspeech.com, is packed with science-backed diet plans, powerful workouts, and proven supplement tips to help you reach your goals faster. This is Michael Carter, and this is my story.